In the blink of an eye, defenses crumble, and Son Heung-min is always the spark. Against Burnley in February 2020, Tottenham regained possession near their box. Burnley's backline was high, disorganized from pressing, and Son had already timed his movement. Within seconds, he was exploiting the vertical gap, sprinting into space before the defense even realized it existed. Gary Neville would later describe this instinct as preternatural. Son reads the pitch like chess, not checkers. A single frame captures his genius. One glance, one step, one sprint, and suddenly a scoring opportunity exists where none seemed possible. One touch, one stride, one chance. Son's acceleration isn't just raw speed, it's precision engineered. Tottenham's tracking data shows he covered 25 meters in under 3 seconds, upright, with stride efficiency allowing him to maintain control. As the ball is played into midfield, Son's positioning and body orientation already force defenders into reactive movements. Pochettino noted in a BBC Sport interview, "He doesn't wait for the ball. He arrives at the right place at the right time. That's why our counters are so dangerous." His movement creates space for himself and collapses structure for the opponents. By the time he receives the final pass, Son is aligned for a first-time shot, unbalancing Burnley's center-back line. The finish is clinical, low, angled. Defenders outpaced and outsmarted. This sequence demonstrates why speed alone doesn't define a counterattack weapon. It's anticipation, body control, and spatial awareness combined with finishing that makes Son exceptional. Football analytics highlight this. In the 2019-20 season, he was among Europe's top 5 forwards in expected goals created on counters. In under 12 seconds, Tottenham transforms defense into goal, and Son is the fulcrum. Each successful counterattack is a product of his timing, movement, and decision-making under pressure. Son doesn't just run fast, he exploits moments where defensive structure collapses, turning fleeting imbalances into decisive outcomes. It's a rare alignment of skill, intelligence, and execution. A combination few forwards in history consistently achieve. The lesson is clear. Son Heung-min is not just a sprinter or a finisher. He is the ultimate counterattack catalyst. Speed alone does not make a counterattack weapon. Against Southampton in November 2021, Son Heung-min demonstrated why acceleration is just the foundation. The ball was recovered near the halfway line, and within a heartbeat, Son had already anticipated the defender's movements. Spurs' midfielders barely needed to think. Son had pre-identified the channel behind the defensive line. Coach Jose Mourinho once said in an interview with Sky Sports, "Son sees the gaps before they appear. He's not reacting, he's predicting. That's what separates him from the rest." His run wasn't a chaotic dash. It was a calculated incision into the defense. Son's spatial awareness allows him to exploit imbalances as soon as they occur. Against Southampton, as the ball was switched wide, Son angled his run to draw the central defender away from the goal, opening a lane for Kane. This is what football analysts call pre-positional movement. Son is already at the optimal location before the ball arrives. His sprint mechanics, upright torso, minimal deceleration, controlled first touch, ensure he enters the danger zone at full speed. Every step is deliberate, every stride timed to maximize the space defenders leave behind. Finishing under pressure is where many fast forwards falter, but Son thrives. In that same counterattack, with defenders converging, he didn't hesitate to strike first time into the far corner and had leaving the goalkeeper no chance. Stats from Opta show that Son consistently ranks among Europe's leaders in counterattack conversion rate, finishing at pace with either foot. Teammates like Harry Kane have often noted in interviews that Son's ability to maintain composure while sprinting gives them the confidence to pass early. The system functions because Son is reliable under chaos. Two-way contribution elevates his counterattack threat even further. While many forwards sprint relentlessly, Son also tracks back immediately after a turnover, helping secure possession for the next transition. Against Southampton, his initial defensive pressure forced a rushed pass, and his sprint to recover lost ground ensured Tottenham could maintain tempo. As Mourinho emphasized, he doesn't just run into space, he protects the space behind him. That dual role is what makes him the perfect weapon for counterattacks. His speed is more than physical, it's tactical intelligence expressed at full pace. Speed and skill mean nothing without the right decisions at the right moment, and this is where Son Heung-min becomes exceptional. Against Manchester City in December 2020, Tottenham regained possession in midfield. While most forwards sprint blindly, Son paused for a fraction of a second, just enough to scan the field. He identified the only path that would avoid City's pressing center-backs, angled his run perfectly, and accelerated into the gap. In an interview with The Athletic, Tottenham analyst Rory Smith said, "Son isn't just fast, he reads the game in microseconds. He decides before anyone else even moves. That split-second judgment turns a simple counter into a surgical strike. Son's positioning is less about instinct and more about anticipation. He constantly analyzes defensive shapes and adjusts his runs before possession is recovered. Against City, his subtle change of pace drew one defender forward, creating space for Kane to receive the ball unchallenged. Tactical analyst Michael Cox described it as, Son pre-plays the defense. He manipulates space and timing so the ball always meets him at the perfect moment. This awareness is what allows him to exploit imbalances in elite defenses where milliseconds decide outcomes. Finishing under duress is another hallmark. Once Son received the ball in that City counter, he was already half a step ahead of defenders and fully composed despite high pressure. He struck with his left foot from a tight angle, leaving Ederson no chance, all while defenders scrambled back. Teammate Harry Kane highlighted in Sky Sports, "You don't even see him panic. He knows what to do before you do." That's the scary part about playing alongside him. This ability to combine thought and execution at top speed is rare, and it's what makes him the linchpin of Tottenham's counterattacks. What's often overlooked is Son's psychological calm during chaos. Against City, he was aware of teammates' positions, the opponent's likely recovery paths, and the timing of every pass. His mind processes transitions faster than defenders can react, making him almost untouchable during counters. Mauricio Pochettino once noted, "Son never hesitates. Even when surrounded, he knows the line between risk and reward, and he never miscalculates." It's not just athleticism, it's a chess game played at full sprint, and Son is always 3 moves ahead. A counterattack only succeeds if the ball carrier can execute perfectly under pressure, and Son Heung-min's technical precision is what separates him from other sprinters. Against Leicester City in October 2019, Tottenham won the ball near midfield. Son received a pass on the right flank while defenders were converging. Instead of taking a heavy touch, he guided the ball forward with his first touch into open space, maintaining full sprint. Former Spurs coach Mauricio Pochettino once said in a BBC Sport interview, "His first touch is an extension of his brain. It's always in the direction that hurts the opponent the most." That one touch made the difference between a slowed counter and an unstoppable attack. Son's two-footed finishing is another key element. In a counter against Arsenal in March 2021, he sprinted into the penalty area with only the goalkeeper to beat. With defenders closing rapidly, he calmly finished with his weaker left foot, striking into the far post without slowing down. Analysts frequently highlight this as rare for a forward operating at top speed. Opta's data shows Son's left-footed goals in counterattacks are nearly as frequent and effective as his right-footed ones, giving defenders no predictability. Directional control at pace is equally critical. Son's ability to change angles mid-sprint forces defenders to adjust constantly, creating hesitation. Against Manchester United in 2020, a subtle body feint while sprinting opened a clear shooting lane. Former teammate Jan Vertonghen noted in an interview, "You see him running, but you also see defenders shifting in slow motion, trying to guess where he's going. By the time they react, he's already past them." This combination of technical skill and speed makes him uniquely suited for counterattacks. Defenders are not just beaten physically, but also mentally. Finally, it's the seamless integration of technical skill with tactical intelligence that defines Son's threat. He doesn't just carry the ball, he anticipates options for teammates, identifies passing lanes, and executes under pressure. Against Liverpool in December 2019, his quick one-touch pass into Kane during a fast break turned a disrupted transition into a goal. As Tottenham analyst Jonathan Schrager put it, Son makes the impossible seem routine. Every counter he's part of has intention, precision, and timing. It's this combination that makes him the ultimate counterattack weapon. Fast, clever, and technically perfect under the highest pressure. Son Heung-min's brilliance is amplified by systems built to exploit his unique abilities. At Tottenham, managers like Mauricio Pochettino, Jose Mourinho, and Antonio Conte all recognize the subtle genius in his movement. Pochettino once told The Guardian, "Son doesn't just run. He reads the game like an engineer. Our counterattacks exist because of him, not despite him." Wide positioning, fast vertical transitions, and a strike partner like Harry Kane create the perfect conditions. In teams without this context, even a player of his speed and skill might look ordinary, but Spurs designed their play to maximize his rare combination of pace, intelligence, and finishing. The numbers back it up. Opta data Son has scored over 50 counterattack goals in the last 3 Premier League seasons, more than any other player in Europe. Against Leicester in October 2020, Tottenham won the ball near their own box. Son sprinted 50 meters, weaving between 3 defenders, and finished first time into the far corner. The play wasn't just athletic, it was surgical. Every touch, every angle, every sprint was precise. Analysts called it a textbook counterattack executed at elite speed, a perfect demonstration of how Son's presence alone shapes the team's threat. But beyond stats and highlights, Son's psychological composure sets him apart. Even when defenders converge, he rarely hesitates. He remains calm, confident, and decisive, qualities highlighted by teammates and managers alike. Kane said in The Athletic, "With Son, you always know he'll make the right move. That certainty allows everyone else to play freely." In transition football, milliseconds matter. Son's clarity under chaos turns fleeting moments into goals, making him a constant danger, a player defenders fear before the ball even reaches him. Ultimately, Son Heung-min isn't just fast, skilled, or intelligent. He is the embodiment of modern counterattack football. He thrives where chaos meets opportunity, where tactical awareness meets technical perfection, and where split-second decisions define outcomes. As Mourinho once summarized, he's not just a player for the system, he's a system unto himself. In an era where transitions are often rushed or wasted, Son's presence ensures that counterattacks aren't just an option, they are a weapon, precise, relentless, and devastating.